Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. Right quick, before we even start, I'm gonna give you guys an anatomy lesson, okay? So, we have a thing here. Do you see this? It's a butt. And butt equals good. Also, this video is going to contain re-spoilers, so just a warning for that. It's going to go into the manga, and this entire episode is going to be entirely just me splurging about that shit. So if you are not caught up with the Tokyo Ghoul manga in Re, I would suggest not watching this video at all. Just don't. I'll have a second Tokyo Ghoul Dark War video uploaded today, of which involves one of my boys. So you can enjoy that when we get to it. But for now, I'll see you then for you non-readers. And here we are. So I want to go ahead and give the codes out from the last episode that I ended up not giving yet. But the issue is that when I was asking who suffered the most, it was really evident to me that there was going to be serious re-spoilers inside the descriptions, and the comments are obviously going to just go super in-depth about it. So what I wanted to go ahead and do is just cover it like this. The first winner, the obvious winner, is Duke O Dreams, but Duke of Dreams for the most part. Just kind of makes sense to me in my mind. I'm not going to read through all of it. However, I'm just going to pop it up on screen, both the first comment and second comment separately, and you'll see, like, this person put so much thought and effort into it. And honestly, I've seen this person around before, and their analysis, but the way they think is incredible, and I'm really happy to see them inside the comment sections. I don't know. They also have a cool picture. It's exciting. And I'm going to go ahead and go check out the next one, the actually one that I'm going to be reading, because this is a lot. And God, is it amazing. The second winner is going to be going to Charlie. I'm going to go for the wild card and say Arima. He didn't suffer physically, but mentally, and I think he would be near the top. As an investigator with the highest kill count, he hated himself, but continued for his endgame. The only thing that he could be proud of. It's testament to his character that didn't break him or lessen the weight of the position that must have been put on him over the course of the life. Or the one who wished for death more than anyone else was the Grim Reaper himself. I think it's a really accurate depiction of things, and also, like, when you start to learn more and more about the character of Arima, you realize just how tragic everything is. There were some comments recently put out by Ishida. A fan asked him, how do you draw Arima? And he said that he when he's drawing him, he imagines sadistic and massive, but also a protagonist who went too far. And I think that is one of the best descriptors for what Arima was and what he was in the original Tokyo Ghoul before he had something to live for and strive towards. Obviously, he had the general overarching goal, but there wasn't a particularly big deal there. So, yeah. Next one that's going to be winning is Daniel Vargas. I feel like the person who suffered the most is the fan base after Route A. May have picked it because of that, because that is one of the best kind of meme answers, but also like a real answer afterwards, and I was really excited about it. But now I feel like Toru Mutsuki suffered the most due to all the abuse from the father and brother and mother, while they stood idly by and murdered the entire family. And not only that, but was also kidnapped by Torso, and we all know how that went. Yeah, I agree that Mutsuki, on top of the issues that Mutsuki faces regarding their mental health and the way that they present themselves, there's also the issues of, like, hey, shit's pretty shitty when people get murdered when you're a kid. Unsurprisingly, it kind of fucks you up a little bit. Yeah, it just makes sense. So I feel like Toru is one of the more tragic along the way. I definitely think that they've been through a lot of suffering throughout. And the final winner of codes in this video is going to be Jonah Cartland. Personally, Shu Tsukiyama. By the way, re-spoilers. Obviously, we've already covered that. I just find it so sad how he eventually became genuinely depressed. You never see many characters like that. They all go crazy or angry, but never like Tsukiyama's kind of emptiness. Also, his whole group pretty much was pretty much screwed after the CCG raid of the auction, which can't be easy. Also, Toka beat his ass, so that can't be fun. Keep up the great content. LeaIsChill. Big love for Ireland, man. I'm actually half Irish, so it's cool to, like, hey, those people that I kind of semi-hail from. It's cool. I'm weird. Also, it has nothing to do with the question, but I do think it's very nice how he deals with a huge amount, and he eventually finds a place of peace and a real purpose. He goes through a very fulfilling character arc in the way that he relates to Kaneki, you know, after he stops being a creepy weirdo. I agree. Shu Tsukiyama, typically, he was introduced as a joke character, and obviously the fan base makes him out to be a joke character. And, like, even the units of this game, you can see he's smiling brightly. Even in the 2D art of the gourmet, you can even see he's pepping it up, he's ready. And if we go ahead and scroll down here, you can even see that his, where even is it? I think it's an MT. Even here, he's just smiling. But the shatter of, like, this thing that he became so obsessed with, that it wasn't even Kaneki at the time. It was the idea of Kaneki. And obviously later on he learns that there's a true affection there for Kaneki, but at the first time it was simply a need for something new because his life had been so nothing up to that point, right? Because everything was just kind of going through the motions for him. It was kidnap human or ghoul, bring them to or kidnap like an innocent child-esque ghoul, bring them into the gourmet, have them fight, and see kind of what happens there. And he ran like a ring of basically dogfighting with real people. It's kind of fucked up. And he kind of changed throughout, just becoming this person that we can actually respect, you know? And finally, the joke answer, which I'm not going to give a code to for now. Maybe next time. But I just want to go ahead and put this in the video because I found it to be one of the funniest comments on the video. Obviously Arima, because his chin's so long. We need to start a campaign to get him chin reduction surgery. Yeah. But yeah, so that's going to be what I want to cover there. So, upon thinking about it, and now that I can actually go into the spoilers I wanted to regarding Ri, now that we've actually started a video about this, I want to go ahead and discuss why I think that Amon is one of the ones who suffered the most throughout Tokyo Ghoul, and why I think that he's one of the ones that is probably one of the more tragic. So he began the original series, I'm rereading it right now, and he began the original series as, like, this callous, heartless prick. He was just a complete asshole who had been brainwashed by Mado to, like, murder children, basically. He was basically taught, like, hey, you should murder that kid over there. That kid eats people. They're definitely evil. They're totally not just an innocent kid. And then he starts to, once he meets Kaneki and Mado passes away, he starts to think for himself. He starts to stop thinking of it as stops being kind of that abused mindset. The mindset where he just kind of was changed into that. Obviously, it didn't help that Donato ate his friends as a kid. That didn't help his view of ghouls very much, but obviously, like, throughout the original series, you can just see he gets his ass kicked continuously. Between losing people, trying to fight and losing the power to do so, fighting against people that he doesn't want to fight against because he has to, because it's his job. Hey, I don't want to kill this child. You have to. It's part of you. We can't have these vampire creatures running around. You have to get rid of them. Your blade. But the world of Tokyo Ghoul is so flawed in its reasoning for everything. It just creates such a weird environment. I love it. It creates such a weird mindset towards everything that's going on. And, like, yeah. Additionally, Amon, after the contempt to ghouls and that sheer hatred that he derived from fighting or seeing Donato eat his friends when he was a kid, and that drive to go and join the CCG, you can tell that it fucked him up real bad. Like, it like ruined him. He starts to come out of his shell a little bit more once he starts to talk to Akira and starts to kind of Because Akira, she's more of a neutral party in the series. The thing is, the people that matter the most in Tokyo Ghoul aren't the people that, by the way, my hair is like, it's weird. But the people that matter in Tokyo Ghoul the most aren't people who are... It's not the people who have, like, strong ideals towards certain things. It's the people who accept the world for what it is and still try to make it work and be a neutral party towards it. Some examples of this is Arima, Akira, Kaneki. All of them don't... Well, okay. Kaneki sees the world as this entity that he has to take care of, and this entity that he has to try and fix. Because he has this, like, messiah complex to him, almost. Where he thinks that his own suffering and his own death and anything that he does will make other people's lives better. So he pushes himself and puts himself in such danger and puts himself through the basically just the ringer. Like he tosses himself wholeheartedly all into the shit zone. And as he develops and as he starts to learn more and more about this world that he hadn't seen before and this thing that he wasn't knowledgeable about before, he becomes more neutral towards it. Not hating ghouls, not hating humans, but rather being a neutral party between them. And it kind of makes sense. The thing is, Amon needed that. He had Akira to develop him in that way and to teach him that there's not this pure hatred or evil beyond these people, because they're still people. Obviously, Akira, she's not a huge fan of ghouls. She doesn't like them. Naki, you can see she clearly hates him. She hates his guts completely. But the thing is, like, towards most ghouls, she's not sadistic or malicious. She doesn't attack for the sake of killing. She doesn't try to take lives for the sake of just taking lives. She has a meaning behind it, and she has her own decisions she makes. And I think it's fascinating. And once Amon goes beyond his state of just neutral or just biased party, and once his abuse is gone because Mado is taken out of the picture, then he learns about Kaneki, loses, and becomes the thing that he hated the most. So he can now see the other perspective and becomes that neutral party. Obviously, he is not a huge fan of the other people who are experimented on alongside him, because, I mean, I wouldn't want to be friends with people that also, I mean, I guess same trauma is the thing that people say often, and in real life, there's a deep meaning to that. Meeting someone that you know has been through similar experiences to you. For example, an assault, for example, losing a family member, something like that. You can kind of relate and talk to each other about it. But the thing is, Amon, he has that, but it's not like this thing that matters the most to him. It's not like this end-all be-all, I needed this so I could live, because he is that neutral party. Yeah, that's my, it's been my analysis on why Amon has suffered the most, and why those tears that he felt in the end of the newest rechapter, well, I guess there's a new rechapter coming out today, so not even the newest now, but it's just sad, man. It's just, Amon deserved better. I think that he should have been happy. Obviously, he's going towards an arc where he's gonna end up becoming a happier person at the end and kind of finding his own place. But for now, he is still, like, he is up shit's creek. He is not having a good day. He's not having a good week. He's not having a good month. He's not having a good, like, last 4 years. The last 4 years of his life have sucked. Because it went from, hey, I'm gonna fight vampires. Oh, my friend's dead. Oh, I have a new partner. Oh, I shouldn't kill these children. Oh, this person's actually, like, neither of us want to fight, but we have to because it's our jobs. It's what we've had to become. Him and Kaneki understand this. That their fight wasn't for the sake of an end-all be-all, we need to settle this and one of us needs to die. It was what we currently are and what we've become have forced us to become like this. We just need to get this out of the way and move on. And it's strange, really. Neither of them wanted to fight. Neither of them was particularly... I guess both of them were trying their hardest, but neither of them wanted to kill the other one, you know? There wasn't this drive to commit the murder that was about to happen, you know? It's weird, and I think that's just what I want to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and do some Ghoul Expulsion. Wait. Oh, they changed! That's a fast swap, actually. That's a scarily fast swap, actually. So why? Why did the contribution thing change so quickly? That's very weird to me. There was no update, and the one that featured Arima Ixa was around for what it feels like 2 weeks, but the one that had to have Kukuji and Mori before appears to already be gone within a week, it feels like. I mean, I'm down for the contribution to change every week because that means different priorities will come out, but like, this one has Noro, so obviously contribution is just going to be the easiest to get in the world. The competition this week is going to be hell. Anyone who's on server 1 with me, who intends to attempt for Tatara this week, don't. The investment's going to be way too dire this week to even justify it, just because everyone has these characters. Everyone has Noro to use. Everyone has Toka Rabbit, everyone has Hinami, and everyone has Juzo Armor. Juzo Armor was an instant get from the opening carnival. Hinami is one of the characters that usually people pull in their first 10 pull. And Toka Rabbit is just someone typically people grind out. And Noro is the 5-star, the SSR, the one that everyone wants because he's the best. So, it's going to be hard, but I'm crossing my fingers for now. I need to swap this party around.
Now, that's no...
You can become Juzo. Wait. Toka Rabbit. Where are you? Toka Rabbit. There you are. Hello. I'm curious about something. So this increases attack speed. You're decently close to 5-star. I wonder if I can get her to 5-star within this time period before the expulsion ends, you know? I could try it. The cooldown reduction is the main part that I care about, though, so I don't know if it's worth it to run her. For now, at least. I don't know if I can justify it for this current moment. Yeah, no, I'm not going to. I kind of discussed everything I wanted to discuss in this video in terms of Ammon and everything. You kind of get my gist as to what I think about it. Anyone who won the Codes Inside this video will be getting a PM to their inbox, by the way. Also, my nose is dripping, it's bad. And thank you for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the second video today, where we do a showcase on a character I care about. I'll see you then. Take it easy.